How did you live your 16? How was your 16? What will be your answer? You will not be like my mom that had to be into marriage at that age. You have the opportunity to breathe. You have the opportunity to choose how to live your 16. And will you be proud to share the story of your 16? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Home by Yaya. I'm happy to have you again today, and I hope everyone that is listening to me now is doing so well. This is our prayer for you. Today, our topic is: are you proud of the legacy you are building? Are you proud of the legacy you are building? I know when some young girls will listen to this topic, they will ask me, how is this topic concerns me? Of course, all of us are building a legacy, whether you know it or not, whether you are engaged to do it well or not, you are building a legacy. Today, the topic is to bring that to your awareness. If you didn't know that you are building a legacy, now you know it. And now the question is, are you proud of the legacy you are building? We used to talk about our forefathers or our mothers, how they got into marriage. For example, my mom, she got into marriage, she was 16. And it was not her that chose. It just came like that, and she had to go into marriage. And this is how she found herself in her marriage. Glory be to God. She built a legacy from that, and I am a testimony. I am a fruit of that legacy. She's still alive, and today her legacy is speaking for her. And the question is, if you, young girl today, 10 years after, 2 years, 3 years after, you have a child or another young girl that is standing in front of you, and she asks you, how did you live your 16? How was your 16? What will be your answer? You will not be like my mom that had to be into marriage at that age. You have the opportunity to breathe. You have the opportunity to choose how to live your 16. And will you be proud to share the story of your 16 and saying, oh, when I was 16, I was so committed to my study. I was so committed to the service in the house of God. I was always out to evangelism. I was involved in choir. I was involved in Sunday school, in the church, and anytime there was an activity, I was always in the front line. And in my studies, I was so focused that there are kids or there are other children that was coming to learn from me. I don't know. Will you be proud to share your 16, your 18, your 20, your 25? Will you be proud to share it? Or it will be like, oh my God, I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to think about that season of my life. And this is why this topic is here today. We are all building a legacy. There's no age, there's no position, there's nothing that you need to have first before starting building a legacy. No matter where you find yourself, whatever, how old are you, it doesn't matter. You are building a legacy. Now that you are aware, you have to build a legacy that you are proud of. I remember the other day my daughter was asking me, Mom, how did you meet with Daddy? I know the house of grandma. It was father, and the house of grandma, father. It means that where Daddy was living and where you were living was so far. But how two of you, how did you meet? And how did you get married? And I was smiling. She's 8 years old, and she's asking this type of questions. And so this is the question, this is the type of question you have tomorrow. You, as you are young today, you have to know that there's no age to start thinking of building a legacy. Yes, in the past, when we're thinking about legacy, it was more about wealth, things that the parents have to, material things that the parents have to leave to their kids after they are no more there. But it's not only about that. Yes, it's good to leave wealth to our kids. It's good to leave material things for our kids. But today is not even today. Legacy is not only about material things. God brought us in this earth for a particular purpose. And our first mission, our first purpose is divine, is to make sure that we accomplish which God sent us on this earth to accomplish. And this is our legacy we are building. If today you have to be in a room and then they ask question about you, what is Alec accomplished? What are the actions that you did? What are the things that you did that if you are not there, people can talk about you and say, no, this lady, this is what she did. Since her young age, what is the story they're telling about you? When you will be 30, 50 tomorrow, what will be the story of your 20? What will be the story of your 18? What will be the story of your 30? Can you be sitting proudly and talked about it? There are some points I mentioned to build a legacy that you are proud of. The first thing is to know that there's no age to build a legacy. You don't need to be 40, to be 50, to have kids to start building a legacy. No. You build your legacy at the moment you are here on earth. And for you that is aware now that you have to build a legacy, that you have a purpose in your life, and you living in your purpose, you are building your legacy. Know that there's no age. You are 20 as you are listening to me, you are 15, you are 30, you are 15. It is the time for you to start building your legacy. David in the Bible, when we talk about the story of David in the Bible, we are not talking about David when he was already king, when he was winning war everywhere. We start talking about the story of David when he was still a young boy in the bush, when he was fighting with lion to keep his sheep. This is where David started his legacy. There's no age to build a legacy. The second point is that there's no excuse for you to say that you cannot build a legacy. You will say that, oh, my father, I was orphaned since the age of 2. My parents died and I was not having anybody to take care of me. There's no excuses. You remember the story of Gideon. He was hiding himself when the angel of God came and tell you, mighty man of war. And he said, who I am? I'm the least in my family. My family is the least in their tribes. My tribe in the least is, how can I? And God said, go with the might in you. There's no excuse for you to say that you cannot build a good legacy. The third point is that you don't need a position. You don't need to have a particular position in the society. You don't need to have a particular position in the church. Where you find yourself is the opportunity, is the place you have to build your legacy. What you know how to do is what you have to build your legacy. Let's see the story of Dorcas in the Bible. Dorcas was not a preacher, but what she built, her legacy, the legacy she built her legacy with what she knew how to do. She knew how to sew. And this is what she was doing. Through what she knew how to do, she was blessing people's lives with love, with services. This is what she was doing. And this is how she built her legacy. At the point that when she died, people had to go and see the apostle to pray for her to come alive, to come back, because of the legacy she built. And now the fourth point is that the foundation of your legacy has to be Christ. You cannot build a legacy you are proud of if you are not building that legacy on the foundation, which is Christ. Yes, we can build a wealthy property legacy for our children. It's good. But if all this has no foundation in Christ, then it is vanity. This is vanity. These are the things that we just go. But what are we leaving our kids with? The position, the place you find yourself as the place you have to build your legacy. For example, as a mother, anytime your child is coming back to school and telling you, in the school they bullied me today, what is your reaction in front of your child? Because this is what the child is keeping. They bullied me in school and I came back, Mom, they bullied me in school today. You can change the way you are behaving and telling the child to understand that, oh, surely this child that is bullying is going also through her own challenge or through his own challenge. And it's because he doesn't know, he doesn't have maybe God, he doesn't have Jesus, that is reacting like this. And you teach your child how to pray for people, how to love your enemy, how to love people that are looking for your trouble. And now your child will know that if I am in a difficult situation, if somebody is disturbing me, my first reaction is to pray for the person. And you are building love on your child. Tomorrow when you will not be there, tomorrow when that child will grow up and the child will face some situation in his or her life, he will know that I don't have to look at the person as the problem, but it's surely because that person has a problem. He will look at the person with love. He will pray for the person. Maybe when you are angry in the house, that day that you are angry, there's no good night to anyone. You just go to bed. You don't say good night to your children. And now you are cheating your child that as I'm growing, when I'm angry, I don't have to talk to people. When I'm angry, I'm just doing my life as I want. I'm not doing things in the right way because I am angry. And this is a legacy you are building on your child. From today that you know that you have to build a legacy and that everything you are doing, all your actions are the stones that you are putting in the legacy you are building. You have to live your life differently. No matter your age, you are 20, 15, you are 25. Are you just saying, I don't care? I live my life as I want. I still have my parents. They are there. They are doing everything for me. I'm just spending. I'm just going out. I'm just doing what I want to do. When you will be 40 tomorrow, will you be proud to tell the story of your 15? Will you be proud of the stones you are putting in that legacy? You have to look at how you are living your life, because you are not just living your life, you are building a legacy. And the question, as I said from the beginning, is, are you proud of the legacy you are building? Maybe you are there, you are a woman, and you are praying for your kids to not be stubborn. You are praying for the kids to be children that are listening to their parents. And you are the first person that is not obedient to your husband. You are the first person that is not respectful to your husband. And this is what the kids are seeing. You will be praying to God, fasting for your stubborn child. When yourself, you are the one that is stubborn. And this is a stone you are putting in the legacy. You don't even know. Maybe instead of looking at how you will fast and pray for your children, maybe you, even at your young age, start living as an obedient child, as an obedient teenager, as an obedient young girl that is respectful to her elders, that is respectful to the leadership, no matter in your job place, no matter in your family, no matter in the church. And from there, you know that, no, God, as I am obedient, as I am respectful, this is the legacy I'm building for my future children. And then you will not just be waiting the time to pray and cast demon of stubbornness on your kids, but you will build by yourself that legacy that will follow your kids tomorrow. I just want to encourage each of us. Know that the life you are living is the stones, every actions, everyday life, the way you behave, everywhere you find yourself is the stone that you are building your legacy with. And you have to ask yourself this question: am I proud of the legacy I am building? I said, first point, there's no age to build a legacy. As you are born, as you grow up, as you know, you are building your legacy. Second point, there's no excuse to say that I didn't have parents, I didn't have money, I didn't have people to support me. That's why I was not able to build the right legacy. No, there's no reason. Gideon, God told him, you have it in you. So you too, you have everything that takes to build a right legacy in you. The third point is that you don't need a particular position to build a legacy. Wherever you find yourself, where God had put you, the position He gave you, you are just a housewife, you are just a student, a young girl, at that position, you have everything to build your legacy. And the fourth point is that you build your legacy in the foundation, which is Christ. I encourage you, as you are listening to this today, take the decision to build a legacy that you will be proud of, to build a legacy that God will be proud of. And to do that, you have to know your purpose, because it's when you are living in your purpose that you are building that legacy. If you need any help, if you need any advice, because you are facing challenges and you don't really know how to go through it, really know how to go through your purpose, the purpose of God in your life, you are free to write to us and we will help you. Thank you for listening to us today. May God bless you.